Hey there folks, back at you with another video. Today we're working on a John Deere 4020. We're getting ready to pull the hydraulic pump out. I'll show you how I'm doing it. It's a little different than what maybe you see on the interwebs or how people tell you to do it. I think this is a little easier, so here we go. We're getting ready to drop her right now, and I'll show you how I did this. So here we go. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. Okay. Normally we tell you to take all this apart, take all this off right here, the whole front, the fuel tank, and then you can take this plate off and then you can take it out. I went the other way, and it's just as easy, if not easier. I think it involves less work because now I don't have to mess with the fuel tank, no the oil cooler, no none of that. It's basically 8 bolts. So you got 4 bolts right here on the steering motor. You take those off. Then you got 4 bolts holding the whole front axle assembly in and the saddle. Undo that. Now you gotta be careful because this thing likes to tip forward. So this is what I did. I just use a floor jack with a block, and then when the bolts are loose, long pry bar, stick it in there to help manipulate it a little bit, because the last thing you want is have this thing tip forward, and then have one person on one side of the tire and another person on the other, and just slowly roll it out. Don't go a half a mile with it. I mean, you want to keep it fairly close so you can roll it right back under there when you're done. And then underneath here, give me 1 second here, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Anywho's, underneath, let's see, now I'm using a transmission jack. Let me give you some light. And I did, there is one right there, a fitting. I did take that off because it was kind of long, and this is one of your fuel lines. The last thing you want is break that or get hung up on that. So that's why I took that one off. You got a small nipple right there. So that's this hose right here. And then you got a big one right there. You got another one on top. We'll show you that here in a minute. And then you got basically 4 bolts holding this whole assembly in right here, and they're right there. There's one right there. There's another one right there. And then on the other side, the same thing. There you go. So right there and right there. And like I said, now just set it on the transmission jack and just slowly walk her on out. Let's bring it back to the top. And this is the other one you got to take loose right here. This right here, that's an 1.25 inches. It's a big boy. It's not super tight, but that's just just your standard plug that comes off the oil cooler. So you do that one there, so that way you can leave all this intact. It's a little flexy here because it's got a little bit of a hose, short little stretch of hose in there. So popped it, that's the other fitting that needs to come loose. The other one that sits off to the side that I took off is working also on the steering valve. Where did I put that? Oh, so here you got all the bolts. That's this one right here. Like I said, it's kind of long, and I was afraid it was going to snag on the fuel line. So do that, and now should be able to take this sucker right out. Just be careful, take your time. I want you to look at that. There you go. Now, look at this dirty dog. So there you go. You got a clamp assembly right here from here onto the motor right there, or in the engine. That looks like this right here. So you got to take that off before you drop it. And yeah, that's basically, you know, like I said, I feel this is a lot easier than taking all this stuff off here and having to do with fuel and all that. This way it's just a bunch of bolts, a couple hydraulic lines, and like I said, from the top it don't make no difference. You still got to get you know, it makes no difference from the top or from the bottom. So like I said, I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. So here you go. Now we can get this thing cleaned up, resealed, and put back on there. Like I said, as you can tell, sealing's pretty good. So there you go. That's how I do it. I'll leave it up to you how you want to do it. If you want to come from the top, I think from the bottom will be easier. That way you don't have to wrestle with all that weight all that much trying to get it out. You know, have gravity on your side. And like I said, in this way you just do it with your transmission jack and a couple blocks, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. There you go. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. Don't cost nothing. And we're going to catch you all on the next one. Peace out.